I've had a few requests to do this video, so I figured why not. It's been about a year of hair growth, and I only say that because it's never been able to grow. If you look back at my old videos, you can see that it's been about like their length for quite some time, and I've never been able to get it past there. It's not that I was intentionally keeping it short, it's just it wasn't getting healthy enough to sustain the ends from breaking off. Basically, I was getting dead ends constantly. For those of you who don't know, dead ends don't actually just fray up and make the rest of your hair all dead. That's a myth. What dead ends actually do is break off. And you'll notice that when you're brushing your hair and you see tiny little bits of hair that are falling off, a lot of those are just dead ends. You're not going to be able to save them because they're dead. It's called dead for a reason. You can't repair it. All you can do is try and retain the moisture that's in the hair that is healthy. So for me, I'm not necessarily going and using anything special. I'm not going out of my way and like putting pounds of coconut oil in my hair, which does not work. It just kind of coats the hair in oil and makes it heavy. All that really is doing is breaking off the dead ends. Now I'm not gonna act like it's grown like a huge amount. I personally don't think it has. I guess that's left up to people's opinion. Considering that it hasn't grown in years, yeah, that's pretty damn fantastic. But I still have a hell of a lot to go to get to where I want to be. So I have bleached out my roots, even though they have clearly started to grow back in. I did bleach them out like 2.5 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. I don't know, roots grow fast. I can't tuck my hair behind my ear properly because it just wants to like poof right back out. I don't know if that's a common issue or if it's because my hair is so thick, but it also is in a giant knot right back here every morning I wake up now. And that wasn't something that I used to have an issue with. So for shampoo and conditioner, I'm not really using anything special. I'm just using this stuff, which if you're Canadian, you know it very well. And I even think that Dollar Tree sells it too. I only shop at the one that's right next to Dollarama, which is Canadian Dollar Tree. And yeah, this stuff is alright. I'm not gonna say it's amazing, but it's what you get for $2.50. And it's like, the shampoo is low sulfate, so again, I'm not gonna say that it's amazing. It could be no sulfate, but they have no sulfate ones, but I believe they're by L'Oreal, much smaller and much more money. It's like $4 and it's a quarter of the amount, so I'm fine with sulfates once in a while, I guess. It's not a big deal. This is covered in glitter, not even like glitter, like confetti glitter, I guess is what you would call it. Covered in confetti because Rex got to it. Thank you, Rex, for making my conditioner more fun. And yeah, it is no sulfate because I don't think you really need sulfate in conditioner in the first place, so it's usually sulfate free, I believe. It's kind of like how most conditioners don't have silicone in them. I don't really re-dye my hair. I'm not going to say I don't re-dye my hair because it's not like I just let it fade all the time and this is the color it stays at somehow all the time. I do condition it and I do re-dye it at the same time. I decided one day that it would just be easier if I just use dye conditioner casually as conditioner, because I'm already mixing up a ridiculous amount by mixing up one of these bottles with 1 packet of dye and then a little bit of purple in there too, so altogether it just makes a huge amount of dye. I do have to remix it a lot of times because I don't want the dye to separate. If you look closely, you can already see that it's starting to separate. This thing is a few months old, so don't really don't judge on the dye that's just sitting on the outside or the hair strands that are sitting on the outside. It sits next to my bathtub like conditioner. Look, another strand of hair. These aren't even hair extensions, and that's what saddens me. But you lose like 50 to 100 and something hairs a day, apparently. I'm not exactly sure the right amount. I always add a little bit of purple to my dye just to make sure that the pink is a little bit blanded out. I don't know. The pink isn't so intensely peach or neon orange, because some dyes will make it like a highlighter color, which is more on the orange side of pink. I'm going for a hot pink more than a neon pink. Or a combination of the two. I like the undertones of highlighter. I don't use any heat tools. When it does come to me blending in my extensions somewhat, my hair isn't even this straight. It's much more wavy. I look like what a 5-year-old draws as a female figure. She just has the curls of hair that swoop over her shoulders. When I do straighten my hair, I never straighten it over like 200, because that's just, to me, that's out of bounds. I can straighten my wigs and stuff over that, because a lot of times if I'm curling them and stuff, I find 300 to 400 keeps the curls better or keeps it straight longer, etc., etc. And it's just easier off because it's not my own hair. I don't have to worry about it getting slept on and getting showered on and rained on and all that stuff. I can take it off and put it aside, keep it styled the way that it is. Other times I'll just use this stuff, which is what I use today. That's why it's not completely straight right now, but it is straighter than if I hadn't used it. I don't like to overuse it because I never like to overuse anything, really. I don't want to over-treat my hair. I don't want to over-condition my hair. I don't want too much moisture in it, and I don't want it too dry, you know? Now, obviously, I bleached my hair, so people are going to be wondering how I managed to do that without damaging it. I always bleach it. Last time I used this stuff, clearly, and it is Wella Blondor. I don't know if they actually have other bleaches, probably have a lot, because this company sells like 10 versions of every product, and they just vary in portions and colors, and it's, well, it's confusing to me. They make good products, but they're confusing to me. And 30 volume when I'm bleaching out my roots. This is clearly not in frame. 30 volume. And this is a very shitty brand that you can buy at a lot of salons. I'm gonna say it's shitty. It's not shitty, it's just not the best. There are a lot of better brands that you could be buying, but I just prefer it to be cream, so I think I used this last time. If I didn't use this one, then I used either TG or L'Oreal. Either way, it was 30 volume and cream peroxide. I used to use this stuff. I mean, I used it last time, so it did work. Well, not last time, but I used it the last time. So the time before the last time I bleached my hair, which was like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, whatever. And it worked, but I think I had to use it twice, where the blue bleach I had to use, well, I did have to use it twice, but I didn't have to use it twice with a high volume peroxide. I just had to use a toner the second time, essentially. I'm confusing myself with this. So, now I didn't just use the bleach on my hair. I also mixed in Schwarzkopf Fibroplex in with the bleach, and I used one afterwards just to be on the safe side. So I'm trying to do whatever I can when it comes to the bleaching process to keep it from getting damaged. My hair is fairly dark. I'm not going to act like it's black, but it's on the dark shade of brown. So I have to bleach it once or twice, sometimes even 3 times if certain areas don't get touched up right, or if I want to tone it, I guess. But yeah, when it came to dyeing it last time, I just used the Schwarzkopf 2 times, once in the bleach and once after the bleaching. When I mixed it in with the bleach, I used like 80% of the bottle, maybe 70. I used most of the bottle, and then afterwards I used just a full bottle and put it in my hair and let it soak in. I don't remember if I actually mixed it with my dye or not, but I guess that doesn't particularly matter, because so long as it was in my hair, then it soaked in. Anyways, that seemed to make the top very silky smooth. Like, it doesn't feel like it's been bleached. My hair was so layered before that the layers have grown out, and now they're awkward layers. Like, I've got, it looks longer at the back to me than it does at the front, just specifically due to the layers. Like, on the back, it looks like it reaches mid-back. Also, this other product that I've been looking into, and, well, I bought it because it was at Walmart. It was another Olaplex knockoff thing, because bond maintainers are becoming really big right now, I guess, because Olaplex is making so much money. Other companies are realizing that they can get in on it too, I guess, whatever. I'm not complaining as long as they're making a good product and they're selling it at a good price. I'm willing to try it. But the Schwarzkopf one was definitely amazing because it was like $22, and in my opinion, it worked about as well as Olaplex, and possibly even better just for the sheer fact that I could buy more copious amounts of it, so I saw more of a difference than if I was spending like the same amount of money on 1 bottle of Olaplex that I did for 2 bottles of the Schwarzkopf Fiberplex. And then there's also this other product that I found at Walmart that I wanted to try out, which was, I don't even remember what it's called. I think I have the bottle. It is just called Bonding Plex. Yeah. I bought this stuff like a week and a half ago. A week ago, maybe, I don't know. I'm really bad with dates lately because children. I tried it on like the ends, and like clearly because I was more occupied with restoring the moisture in my roots after bleaching it. Midway down it was still a little dried out. When I used this stuff, it seemed to restore all the moisture. But yeah, just washing it regularly, which for me is like 1 to 2 times a week, and not bleaching it so often. Using the products that maintain hair's bond, I guess, when I bleach it. Not using anything hot on my hair, and just wearing wigs when I don't feel like having to go through all the effort of styling my hair, because it helps. So yeah, these aren't methods that are like from a professional's point of view. These are just methods that I have done, and just really mostly the standard on taking care of your hair in the first place, especially when it comes to dyeing it fun colors like I do. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment below and I'll try to answer them as best I can. And thanks for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So again, those were just from a professional, those weren't from a professional point of view. You can make all the products to make pancakes, but as soon as you put it in a waffle maker, it's a waffle, so